YouTube decided yesterday to block my video called MGTOW in the Lotus Room due to copyright, blah 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 blah. So I remade the video without the copyright material. And guess what? Still worldwide block. The funny thing is I made other videos with music in them, and they get blocked in some countries. I've never actually seen a worldwide block. Because wouldn't that also lead to a strike on your channel? So I didn't get a strike on my channel, but the video is also still on my summary page, but it won't play, worldwide block. So I decided to make a new one. I was talking yesterday about MGTOW and the Lotus Room. I was trying to explain what a Lotus Room is, because many people don't know about a Lotus Room. They don't even see the tactic when it's being used on them, and it is a tactic. Everybody knows the city of Las Vegas. They call it the city of sin. Many people think it's because of drugs, gambling, and prostitution, that those are the reasons why it's called Sin City. The real reason it's called Sin City is because they use the Lotus Room tactic on you. The Lotus Room is a room with no windows, no clocks, no way out, except for one way out. And inside there you are being entertained, you are being fed, and you have women around you that throw their arms around you and distract you and try to take away all your money. That's the Lotus Room. It's a place to make you forget responsibility, forget the bills you have to pay, and just spend your money foolishly. Las Vegas is the same thing. They offer you gambling. Sometimes they even give you free rental place to stay there while you're there, a little room in their hotel. They spoil you in the hopes to keep you there longer. I was explaining yesterday how Satan, Lucifer, uses the exact same tactic on humanity. He knows that the average lifespan is around 60, 70, 80 years old. So if he can keep you entertained during those years, then he's won at the day that you die. Because his only goal is to keep you away from that Bible. He has made things so entertaining that you don't ever want to look at your Bible. Even when the Bible has been transferred onto an application, onto a telephone, you still don't read it. The Bible clearly states inside of it that the devil will do everything to keep you away from the Bible. So the book itself says that the devil will do everything to keep you away from this book. And he's been very successful with many people. But I want to go into it deeper and show you how politics use the Lotus Room tactic, how even feminism uses the Lotus Room tactic, how television is a Lotus Room, how pretty much everything in your life is a Lotus Room, and that Satan controls most of them. Politicians use the left-right paradigm. You know, politicians, Democrats, Republicans, left-right paradigm. So when you have a left-right choice, this is how sneaky they are. When you have a left and a right choice, there's always a middle in between there. And they know that the average person is wanting to lean towards the middle. That's why they have two parties. One argues abortion, the other one is pro-abortion. But they both work for the same sponsors, the same financiers. Everything is the same people that run the show. They just split it up in two groups to give you the false delusion of having a choice, having an option. That false delusion, that little middle ground that you think might be actually there, that's a Lotus Room. Feminists have gone around making women actually truly believe that men are the enemy. They have brainwashed females on a massive nation scale, which now is unfortunately leaking out to Europe and other places. But it started in the United States. That brainwashing where women now dwell in, that men are terrible, that men are monsters, that men are pigs, and that therefore they have the right to treat men this way, that delusion they live in is a Lotus Room. When you go to a local restaurant and you sit down and you have your meal, and it takes the waiter about 5 minutes to actually come and visit you, to actually come to your table and take your order, those 5 minutes are actually a Lotus Room. Because he knows that you already have your decision made for what you want to eat, but he's still giving you a longer time to check out the menu a second time. Maybe you'll spend more. This is the Lotus Room tactic. Pretty much the Lotus Room tactic is designed on time. Not money, not emotion, not rationality. It is based on time. So as I said before, Satan knows that you only have 60 to 70, 80 years on this planet. So if all he has to do is keep you busy for those years, and he'll, at the end, win your soul. Very simple. If you look at the rise of entertainment in the world today, it has really taken hold the last 30 years. Before that, the entertainment wasn't really actually existing, and it's really till the 1990s came by where entertainment was really introduced to the world on a massive global scale. We had television in the 80s, but we did not have internet until the 1994, and many other things such as MP3 players, which now spread around like viruses through the internet. And so do MP3s, and AVIs, and MKVs, and all that stuff. So what we have today is a whole bunch of entertainment going around. All of it is better than your Bible. All of it is more funner to do than sit at home, read your Bible. And the devil, he knows this. And he uses it against you to keep you away from the book. Even in the book itself, it says that he is doing everything to keep you away from that book. He knows he could own your ass for eternity if you do not bother in this lifetime to put your selfish needs aside, your selfish wants aside, and take a few minutes a day to read the book, to understand the book, to understand what is happening in this world, to read the fucking manual. You all talk about free will and free choice. There's your free choice. You have the choice to pick up that book, or you have the choice not to pick up that book. That choice is yours. I've said it many times before, folks, that the devil runs this planet. That is no joke. He really owns this planet. God gave him permission to. What you are seeing currently in the United States right now is not mankind's problem. It is a problem made by God. Do you really believe that all of the issues that are currently relevant, homosexuality, abortion, marriage, gay rights, do you really believe that all those issues are just accidental issues? Because divorce goes against God. Abortion goes against God. You understand? Homosexuality goes against God. All these issues that are currently active in the United States today are all issues that people are basically saying, fuck God, we don't need his rule, we want to make our own rules. Even patriarchy was created by the Almighty. It was not created by your government. It was not created by society. It was not created by man. It was created by the Almighty. Patriarchy. If you ask any feminist today what she really hates about the patriarchy, she will say that when Jesus Christ died on the cross, that he was the creator of patriarchy. So even though that patriarchy has been existing for 6,000 years already, and Jesus Christ didn't only show up till 2,000 years ago, it's kind of strange that they would put all the blame onto Jesus Christ like that, even though the history is 4,000 years before that already of patriarchy. You see, patriarchy stems all the way back to Adam and Eve, and when Adam gave a seat to Satan to rule paradise and to rule the earth, he literally handed patriarchy over to him. So, that's how God got betrayed. Adam didn't just betray God, and Eve didn't just betray God. They actually gave the seat of power of earth to Satan. Jesus Christ himself literally says in the Bible where the seat of Satan is, where the seat of power for Satan is. He makes it very clear in a letter to a church, and he says that the seat of Satan is in Pergamus, Turkey. He says that's where the Antichrist is going to come from. So what we clearly see here today is Adam and Eve betraying God, the seat of power being given to Satan, and God saying the seat of Satan is in Pergamus, Turkey. All that aside, I was talking about the Lotus room. When you look and analyze life, you will see Lotus rooms all over your life, even in your own home. You'll see it everywhere. Lotus rooms are everywhere. Don't fall for the trap. Don't become one of it. Leave. Keep yourself free from those bonds. Don't shackle yourself. Don't label yourself something. Don't call yourself a feminist, a Republican, a Democrat. Call yourself a human being, because that's the only thing that really matters.